Little story time, y'all. Let's cut to the chase. So, as the title says, this is an encounter that I had with a trans woman, if you will. Now, encounter and interaction, they mean two separate things. So, like, I know it's an attention getter out of it, and I did that on purpose, but it's a lot of people that's not going to watch the video and say, like, oh, he had an encounter with a trans. So, one day, this was around COVID. When COVID first started, I was on Instagram. And you guys know that women have a million people message. Every woman has like thousands of people messaging them all the time, right? So I messaged this person. I messaged who I thought was a born girl. I would say I don't want to get canceled, and she was like, "Really?" I thought it really looked like a girl, right? So I messaged her, and it had a lot of followers. She had a lot of followers. So I messaged her, and surprisingly, I got a message back, and this person asked me, like, where am I at? Said that they're in a hotel in downtown LA, and said, come over and let's watch cartoons, right? I thought that they was playing. So basically, we talked on through a DM on Instagram, and I realized that this person was serious, right? I realized that this person was serious. So what I did, I took a shower and everything. I got on the freeway. It wasn't a lot of traffic because they had, you remember, everybody was on what do you call it, quarantine, right? Quarantine or like isolation. So like everybody had like closed down jobs, so it wasn't a lot of traffic to go. I'm from LA, so I know it's a lot of traffic headed there. But like when I was going back to like meet with this person in a hotel, I wasn't gonna do nothing crazy. I was really just gonna watch cartoons. But yeah, it was no traffic going back, right? So it was no traffic headed there. My bad, I just had some Sonics and it's all in my throat. Oh, let me get some juice real quick. All right, I should be good. Yeah, so I messaged this person. She messaged back. I was surprised that she messaged back. I was like, damn, like why all of everybody that's like hitting you up, you messaging me right now? Now this person said, from my understanding, I thought it was a born girl. So I got an invitation to just come hang out, like talk, chill, eat some food, and watch like cartoons, right? I accepted the invitation. I had no idea it was a situation involving a trance. So like I got dressed, I took my shower, I went on the freeway, and I went to a downtown LA hotel. It was like an expensive hotel. You could tell that the guests have to pay to get in there. So I was like, oh shoot. So like I went there, I parked, I went to the front desk. Then I called the person. I said, I'm here. I said, oh, tell them your name, and they'll like buzz you up to my floor. So I said the name, and it was one of those hotels where you go to the floor and you're immediately at their door. It was cool. It was like one of those hotels that, you like I said, you could tell people pay a lot to be inside those hotels. Yeah, so I get to the door and I knock. So I knock, and then uh this person opens the door, and I'm always on survival mode. So like I'm still believing it's something up. Like why is this person inviting me? So then like opens the door, like looks feminine, looks really like a girl. Like I said, I had no idea it was a trans, right? So I walk in the door, and I quickly like look around, see if I'm being set up, and sight was clear. Phineas and Ferb was on TV and whatnot. So yeah, I go inside. I just give like a regular like hug, like a regular shoulder hug. My mind wasn't on anything wild or anything, right? So yeah, I use the restroom because I wash my hands. I sit down and we watching Phineas and Ferb. I'm not touching this person. This person's not touching me. It's like we're just sitting on the couch watching, right? Then this person gets up. this person gets up. This person gets up. And when this person gets up, all right, this person, before I get to that part, this person wasn't a dirty person. And I'm saying that for a reason. Like, you know, like how you know somebody is dirty, like, you know, and I'm not judging dirty people, but you know, like, if somebody is like musty or something, or if somebody like doesn't take care of their oral cares or whatnot, or somebody like has like dirty skin. This person wasn't like that. But if I'm being honest, I was smelling like how can I better explain this? I was smelling feces, but this person wasn't dirty, if that makes sense, right? Me, as I said in my former videos, in my previous videos, I'm a really good observer. I could observe situations, right? So I'm smelling feces and I know this person is not a dirty person, right? In my mind, I'm formulating a picture now, and like I'm raising an eyebrow. Did I know this was a trans person, you know, immediately, even when I'm doing all this? No. But I'm thinking like, damn, what's going on? So yeah, we sit down on the couch, and it's like a bed couch, right? I'm not going to lay next to somebody that I don't know, right? So this person wanted me to lay next to them and watch, you know, like cartoons, but I decided to just sit on my part of the couch. You sit on your part of the couch. We could communicate, we could talk, and just enjoy the show. I didn't come there to do like nothing wild. So this person gets up, and this person, I gotta be real with you, this person has an erection, bro. I was like, what the heck? So I was like, yo, I was like, so then now everything is making sense now. I was like, okay, this is why. Like in my head, I already see like, okay, now the feces smell comes from like how those people engage in like probably like sexual encounters, right? I'm not judging, don't cancel me. And like everything makes sense now, right? So then I confront this person and nothing happens. So I'm not getting like physical or anything, right? And I say like, yo, why did you not disclose this information before I came way over here? And this person was like, why does it matter? And I explained to this person that I wouldn't judge nobody's personal life, but you can't not disclose certain things. Like, because regardless of how you feel, some people might not want to, it's like you can't force a Laker fan to go to a Clipper fan to go to a Clipper game if that person is not a Clipper fan. You know, I was trying to explain it like that and whatnot, but like nothing happened. So like I didn't get like physical with this person. Like I didn't like punch this person or anything. But yeah, this person like told me straight up. Uh, the this person was like, I knew you were straight, and then like basically this person said, and it's something that I know that this happens. A lot of gay people and a lot of trans people, I'm not saying all, but a lot like to go for men that they call like fresh meat, right? Fresh meat, meaning like this person clearly doesn't like engage in that, so like it like makes them go after these kind of men, right? So I told this person, I said, I understand that, but I said that I just drove 35 minutes because I thought you was like a girl, right? So me, I'm just getting my backpack, my contact solution, and I'm ready to head out. So then this person tells me, she was like, yo, you do know, she said a rapper's name, right? And this rapper at the time had 10 million followers on Instagram. She was like, you do know this rapper was just here. And then this person tells me like a list of rappers, comedians, and movie stars that this person like did things with. Now me, I don't believe it, but whether it's true or not, I'm still not down. But what this person does to prove that this person is not lying is this person, I kid you not, I'm already headed out. I'm not interested. Like that's not something I'm into. I don't judge anybody. I'll like be friends with anybody, but I'm not into like sexually engaged in encounters with anybody that wasn't born a female, right? But this person goes on Instagram and goes to this rapper's page that got 10 million followers. Me, I would never put nobody's business out there at all. And I'm pretty sure that this trans person signed an NDA, which is a non-disclosure, I think acknowledgement form or something that says that this trans person isn't supposed to be putting this person's business out. But the trans person goes on, for respect for the trans community, I'm going to say her. So this trans person goes on her Instagram, clicks on the page, right? Presses call, like video call, and then the trans like, oh, go. The trans person turn around and tell me like, oh, hide in the corner, hide it. So basically, like, I can see what's going on the phone, but this person can't see me, right? And when I tell you that this rapper answered, this rapper answered, this is a rapper that, like I said, I've never put the name out there, and I don't even want to give clues, but this person, I'm not saying it was Lil Uzi Vert at all. It wasn't Lil Uzi Vert, but this person is on the same level of Lil Uzi Vert. This person this year literally had a sold out, no, not a sold out concert, but like a high selling, he's up there. I'm gonna just say that. I don't want to put too many clues out there because it's not my business to out people. I'm not like that. But this person answers, and this person, basically, they talking about an encounter that they just recently had, right? They're talking about an encounter that they just recently had. So then, you know, the conversation happened. I'm in the corner like this. I swear to God, I'm in a corner like this, like I'm like, damn, this is really like that person. I'm not starstruck or anything, and I'm, you know, experienced enough to understand that people, you know, there are men that go for like trans women, because I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. Just me, I personally am a straight person, right? But I'm doing that more so because I'm shocked that this trans person just violated that NDA. So like the hang up on the Instagram call, and then the trans person tells me that's not the only one. This trans person shows me like text messages from like some NBA players, national basketball players, some NFL players, some entertainers too. And eventually, like, some of these, like, especially it was a particular NBA player that recently got outed by another trans, like, already knew because this trans person already showed me proof. So remember I told you guys about that whole fresh meat thing, right? Like, they like to, most of them like to go for a man that they call fresh meat. So this trans person told me that to try to get me to engage in some things was that, oh, I'm over here charging these celebrities $30,000, $15,000, and I'm offering you for free, and you're going to turn it down. That was her pitch to try to get me to do something with her, and I just wasn't there. I'm just not there. I just wasn't down. But that was this person's like pitch. But eventually, nothing happened. So like I didn't kiss this person. I didn't do a sexual hug at all. There was no inappropriate sexual contact at all. So I was able to like leave with a fresh conscience, with a good conscience, and, you know, just get in my car and go back home. It was a wasted like time, of course, but yeah, that was my encounter. I'm going to do a video right now, and I'm going to talk about 80% or maybe 90%. At least I'm going to say at least 80% of men are either bi-curious or would try something with a trans or something like that. I'm going to do a separate video because I've seen so much proof in life. But yeah, that's my story or my encounter with the trans person. Like I said, I didn't do anything with this person, but I remember I was like trolling people by saying, you know, years ago, saying I had an encounter with a trans, and a lot of people thought that I engaged in some stuff, though, which I didn't. But hopefully y'all see this video. But if you don't, it is what it is. But like, comment, subscribe. If you're part of that community and I offended you, I apologize, but comment and let me know. If you've ever been in a similar situation, comment and let me know. Do you think that this person was wrong? Comment and let me know. Do you think that I was wrong? Comment and let me know. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And love y'all. Peace.